DynamicCardStore.com to get the cards. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCardStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a video where I'm going to show you some of the best cheap super subs in FIFA 21. So I've set myself a budget of no more than like 5 to 10,000 coins. So some of these cards are literally like discard. They are so cheap. They're like less than 1,000. All of these cards are between like, 1 and 10k. I think the absolute highest I think is probably about 6k, and that's it. Now all of these cards apart from one are available on the transfer market. One was an objective card that was completely free, and I think a lot of people, if they didn't have him in his club, they probably wouldn't realize actually that he is as good as he is, because he's not a very high rating, but he is a very good card. So he is included on the list, but he's at the end. So let's get into the best cheap super subs on FIFA 21. Let's go. Okay, up first we have got RODRIGO. Now this guy is not 35,000 coins straight off the bat. Do not stress. This guy is like literally less than 5. The only reason it says 35 is because I bought him like in the first couple of days of FIFA 21. And you can see by his stats, he is very good. Now this was from playing either at cam or coming on as striker for me. What a card RODRIGO is. Honestly, this guy's amazing. That 3-star weak foot, do not let it scare you, because his right foot is very good. But his left foot is phenomenal. 4-star skill moves, which is perfect. This guy is honestly an absolute beast in front of the goal and will score you many goals. Play him out wide. He'll do a good job as a wide cam, central cam, striker, whatever you want. He'll do it. He can play left wing, right wing. Honestly, this guy is so versatile and very good. I've got a finisher on him because at the time when I was bringing him on, obviously I wanted him to score goals. If you're going full sweat, whack a hunter him, or just honestly put a hawk. Like a hawk will do the business as well, and it will just do really well for you. So he is definitely one of the easiest players to put on this list because he is so good. And up next we've got RICHARLISON. Now RICHARLISON is someone at first that I wasn't fully convinced with, and I wasn't fully, I don't know, I just didn't feel like he was quite doing the job for me. And that was when I was starting him in my team. When I brought him on off the bench, he seemed to just completely flip and just seemed to be incredible. Now, again, 50+ goal contributions in 40 games. That is pretty darn good for someone who's played probably about 25 of those games as a substitute in like at least the 45th minute or later. Really good card. Great skill moves. 5-star weak foot as well, which is always nice to see. Great work rate. I would personally say this guy's going to be a cam option for you. I wouldn't necessarily bring him on as striker, but as a cam, this guy is very effective. Will honestly do you the business in games and come on late and get those late sort of chances for you. Good fresh legs. Again, I've gone with a hawk just to boost the pace a little bit. If you're playing him central, he's an absolute unit. If you're playing him out wide, I still think he's very effective. I personally was bringing him on at right or left cam, but I think this guy's a very good player and a super sub. Up next, we've got Martínez. Martínez is a very good player, a very good person to bring off the bench. 4-star again, which is perfect. And I think this guy will do you business. And again, he will score you goals because he's got great finishing, great dribbling as well. And he's pretty physical. Just to show you very quickly, 83 physical is not bad at all. But I really think Martínez is somebody that a lot of people overlook. And I do think he can do a job for you as a super sub. I personally would say a hunter card is the best thing for him, because I personally would bring him on as a striker. He can do a job at cam, but striker is going to be where he's most effective for you. Then we're going to go with Quincy Promes. I'm sure this guy comes as no shock for most people. Quincy Promes is a fantastic card. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Brilliant player. A lot of these I've brought him in on like extra time. So like I brought him on in like the 90th minute and he comes on and does a business for me. Just to, again, secure keeping hold of possession 99 times out of 100. So if I'm in the lead in extra time, I'll often bring him on and have him just help me keep ball, like do a few skill moves, play a few skill runs and keep the possession away from other people. That's mainly what I use Quincy for. But a lot of people bring him on either at striker or as a wide or central cam, and I do genuinely think he will do the business for you. So definitely consider Quincy Promes because he's about 800 to 900 coins. He's so cheap, so definitely consider getting him because he is very good. Then we've got Martínez. Josef Martínez is unbelievable. I used his other card. I got him tradable and I put him in the SBC, which is why it says no games played, but he is very good. And I think he's one of those cards that is very misleading. You don't think he's going to be as good as he is, because for me personally, I think 4-star skill moves are quite important. If you're not a big skiller, whack him up front and he will score goals for you. He just seems to find the back of the net very consistently for me and against me. So I definitely recommend trying out Martínez. He's a very good player. Isaac is somebody I think a lot of people are ignoring just because they see that 6'4". This guy coming on late in the game is very, very good. For me, he is an agile Ibrahimovic. His shooting, obviously, is a bit less than Ibrahimovic's, but he's tall, he's quick, he's got the skill moves, he's got the weak foot. This guy, honestly, is a fantastic super sub. He has done the business for me mainly in friendlies, just because of the players I have on my bench. He doesn't quite make it in for me personally because I've got some more expensive super subs. But this guy is a very, very, very good player. I highly recommend trying him out if you have got, again, a very low budget. This guy's about 800 coins, so I would definitely recommend trying him out. Very good card. Hee-chan. What a player this is. I'd have put his, what's it called? The one to watch card on there. Just to show you the goal per games and everything he's got for me. But this guy is fantastic. I started him in my team for a long time. Again, his one to watch card. And his goal per games, he's got more goals than games he has for me. And that's like 50% of those games are as a super sub. This guy is honestly fantastic. I highly recommend him. For me personally, boost that shooting and you're absolutely laughing. I even use him on my Eze to Glory account as well. And that's, you know, an account where I don't actively try and score with Hee-chan. I'm trying to score with Abiri Eze. And he still finds goals. He still finds games where he gets those goals for me. Again, the 3-star skill moves, I'd like 4. But the double R1 is all you need from this guy. And he will absolutely blitz people. And you will be scoring goals. Again, for fun. 4-star weak foot. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. He will find the back of the net. Then we're going to go to Balde. Keita Balde, again, a very good player. I had his Monaco card, but this is the card apparently I put in. His Monaco card has got goals for me, and I really do like this card as a super sub. 4-star, 4-star, again, for me, very important. If you can find that mix. On some cards, you don't necessarily need it, but for this card, he's very, very effective. For me, I think he's better as a wide cam than playing as a striker, just because of his ability to take players on. Again, if you want to boost the pace a little bit, even if you just go with a Hawk, just to boost it a bit, because Hawks are like 200 coins, so definitely recommend trying this guy out, and a very, very effective super sub. Then we're going to go to Adama Traore, somebody who always is brought on against me, not somebody I've used too much. I've used him a couple of times in draft. I've played him at striker, I've played him at wide cam. He's somebody I recommended in my cheap 30k budget team, and I do think he's a very, very good card. I would personally boost his shooting most definitely. I think a Deadeye is the perfect thing for this card, because obviously you've got 96 pace, you've already got great dribbling, already got great physicality, boost the shooting, boost the passing, and you'll absolutely laugh in there. 2-star weak foot, bit of a stinker. Doesn't feel like a 2-star weak foot. It kind of feels like last year's 3-star. So again, I don't think his effort is amazing, but play him as a right striker and it won't matter because he will find the back of the net on that right foot. I guarantee it. Very, very good card. Very, very quick, as we all know, but very effective as a super sub. Then we're going to go to João Felix, a card, again, very, very effective. 5-star skills, beautiful. 4-star weak foot, amazing. Very, very good card. Just seems to know where the back of the net is. You see this guy used a lot. A lot of people have his red pick or his inform, and that is because he is an incredible card. But his base card, for me, is a very good, cheap super sub. He is somebody that I was using for a while until I ended up getting somebody in slightly different again. I mean, at the moment, my super subs, I've got like Hazard, I've got Red Insigne, and I'm using, I think I'm using Record Breaker Talisca, and then RODRIGO. Those are my 4 options at the moment off the bench. So for me, he didn't quite make it in just because the players I've got there, but he is a very, very good card, and I do highly recommend him. Then we've got Lozano. Lozano, again, very, very good. Slight stinker on the 3-star weak foot, but it doesn't feel that bad. The 4-star skill moves is the important part here. If you have to have 4-star on one, 3-star on the other, I would go 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, personally, if you had to pick between the two. But I have to say Lozano is a very good super sub. He does do a decent job as striker, but for me, wide or central cam is the best place to play him. Behind strikers, he will make chances at the end of the game, and you will find yourself a goal at the end of it if you get him in the right position. Vinicius Jr., incredible card. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Again, a perfect mix there for me. Really, really good. For me personally, again, I go with the Deadeye. Very similar card to Adama Traore. Shooting and passing just needs a bit of a boost. His physicality, a little bit low, but it's not the end of the world for a late super sub. Pace and dribbling, perfect. You don't need to worry about those. So for me, this card with a Deadeye, fantastic. Play him as a wide cam or a winger or a left mid, right mid, wherever you want to play him. He will do you the business. He will find you assists or even find you a goal. The amount of games I've conceded a late goal to Vinicius Jr. is actually infuriating, but he's a very good card. And the last card on this list, the one that isn't actually in packs and you can't get, is this Che Adams card. Trust me, this Che Adams card is ridiculous. The amount of goals this guy scores for me is outrageous. It's mainly in friendlies. I've used this guy in friendlies quite a lot, but I come up against this guy in champs many, many times. And again, in friendlies, which for me is pretty much as competitive as like Div Rivals. This guy's phenomenal, will find you goals, and is just so, so good. His in-games are incredible. So if you unlock this card and you're yet to try him, please try him, because trust me, you'll try him out and go, holy hell, what a card that is. So give him a go, try him out, and you will not regret it. But that there is my list of cheap super subs in FIFA 21. If there are any players you think I've missed out on, again, absolute maximum of 10k. I was sticking to around the 5k mark, and a lot of these cards, again, are nearer the 1k mark. But let us know in the comment section if there are any cheap super subs that you guys have tried and think people would appreciate understanding that they're pretty darn good. So let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then please do leave a like. I really would appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing as well. Helps out the channel a lot, and the support recently has been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you turn on notifications to be told anytime that we upload a video, or indeed go live with a live stream. But that's it for me for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands in a bit.
Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.